Good morning, one and all. Rob here, and hadn't been around with you for a few days. I want to give you some updates as some of the stuff that is happening. Marcell Ozuna, like it for any time in the near future. Marcell Ozuna, awaiting trial in 2021, and let's keep an eye on if they can release him without having to pay him. Good morning, Keith White. Second thing, LeBron James got kicked to the curb. His team did last night. Anthony Davis tried to go. It must have some kind of leg or thigh problem or something. After about 5 minutes, he took himself out, never came back into the game. At the end of the game, real classless moves by the Suns. With some real jerk moves. The kid that led them and scored, Booker, started running his mouth. He got kicked out of the game. One of the other guys got kicked out of the game for the Suns. Then the Kappa, then the Topper. LeBron decides not to shake anybody's hand. He just walks off. He just walked the hell off. That was a classless move, piece of trash move. If you ever want to talk about a piece of trash, that was a move by him. Next thing we got going on, Mike Trout could be out till the All-Star break. We were just talking about him maybe be out, 6 to 8 weeks. Obviously, that would have taken him to the All-Star break. Now they're pretty sure it's going to be the All-Star break, maybe even longer. He is not in a good way. The Angels, their money, especially, they threw all that money at Pujols. They're still paying Pujols, and he's hitting home runs for the Dodgers. The Angels have no idea what the sense of a dollar is. Until they do, they're in some serious shit. They're in some serious trouble. Aaron Rodgers. The bet now at Vegas is even money. It's at even money that he either plays in Green Bay or sits out a year. Green Bay's made it clear, we're not trading him. I think it would be to their best interest to trade him. I don't think he'll come back to Green Bay. It's too much stuff going on. Why wouldn't you trade and get something for him? On the other hand, Atlanta has got at least 8 suitors for Julio Jones. And one I've heard is a first and a second. If they are able to pull off a first and a second to get Julio Jones, they better pull the trigger. I don't care if it's Tampa. I don't care if it's New Orleans. I don't care if it's Carolina. You pull that trade off, you do what you can to help your team. Rodgers going to the USFL. Aaron Boone. Aaron Boone's on the hot seat. 2 sources in New York, 2 newspaper folks have come out and said Aaron Boone is on the hot seat in New York. All I can say to that is he never fit anyway. He never ever fit in New York. I've heard he could be fired as early as the second week in June. So we'll see what happens. It could happen, definitely. On the trade front, I'm hearing Trevor Story is a hot name right now in all of baseball, and the Yankees want him. Gleyber Torres for Trevor Story could happen within 2-3 days, maybe within 2 or 3 hours. It could happen. That could save Aaron Boone's job if he could get Trevor Story. Now, the the capo or the topper for that is this: Story is hurt. That could help Boone, being that, okay, look, we're going to trade one piece out, and so Torres for Story, and obviously I think the Yankees would actually like to talk to Story, see if they can get a lengthen in his contract. So they're wanting to extend his contract. So what happens there? How is Miss Rob and your parents? Miss Rob is okay. She's in Philly right now. Parents, I spent all day yesterday with them. We went to Lynchburg, we went to Bedford, we went to Roanoke. We went to 7 different locales yesterday. I ended up with a lot of stuff. And a lot of it's already been posted on my eBay. I've got a lot of stuff. So anybody willing to check it out, definitely go check it out. I've got uniform tops, baseball, basketball, and soccer. Don't they ever stop to consider that the Yankees are not the best roster? Right now, the Yankees don't have the best roster. If you really, really want to go roster top to bottom, all over the league right now, I like your Rays. I really like your Rays. They have some of the best pitching. If one pitcher falls down, they've got a new one coming up. If you want another team that's really got a good roster, is Houston Astros. The Astros, we've heard, we know this year Verlander's out, and they're just bringing pitchers up. And they're able to play. It's incredible, but they're actually doing it. Crazy, the baseball player choked his girlfriend a couple days ago. An actor choked his girl. I didn't hear about the actor. Marcelo Zuna is the one we're talking about as far as baseball player. And Marcelo Zuna, he's still in contact with the Braves. It looks like it's going to be from a distance, though. Now, are the Braves going to go to MLB and say, look, we've got, we've hit the clause where he actually abused, that, laid his hands on. Generally, when it reaches that point, they will allow the contract to be null and voided. If a league allows that, you better believe Atlanta's going to jump on that. They're going to null and void this contract, because if they don't do it within a certain period of time, they're going to have to pay him and count it against the salary cap. So the league does not give them options as to, okay, if you want to wait a month and then you can drop him. They have to within a certain given amount of time. And most time it's behind closed doors, but they give them like a week and say, okay, you can do what you want to with him right now. You can trade him, which who wants him? To me, he's worth nothing. More rain for us down here in the next couple of days. Wow, Keith, it's crazy. It's actually, the sun's out right now, and all I need is a caddy. I would love to go out and play golf right now. That's looking nice out here today. It rained overnight. I heard it raining, but yeah, doesn't look bad. That's for sure. It's really bright. And Rob, do you watch RCI TV? RCI. No, I don't. So you have to tell me what that is. I watch some YouTube channels. I watch some different YouTube channels. I was telling Keith, there's one I watched that the guy, he plays like PS4 or PS5. I think it's one of those. And he's playing this MLB 21, the show. It's a racing channel on YouTube, gaming channel. I don't watch it. What is it? What do they do? Race cars? There is a channel I watch that they race iRacing. I do watch that sometime. iRacing, um, and it's a guy from here in Virginia. It's a guy from here in Virginia that leads it. He's a school teacher, and he call himself. I think his channel's called Flying Aces. It's his Flying Aces. It's his channel, and he gets together with a bunch of guys. Most of them get together with him all the time. I don't have an iRacing setup here. If I had an iRacing setup, I'd probably do it. Number one, I'd have to get a stronger computer all the way. Plus, I've got three. You can kind of see out the windows and then see in front of you. I've got three monitors that are at least 24 inches, maybe bigger. I don't know how big normally people get them, but I know some of them's got 50 inches. And I wouldn't go to all that extreme. But I've got three 24-inch monitors I could use, or I could use a 32 and then two 24s on the side. I could do that. But iRacing just costs so damn much. And that's the one reason. If I do it, I'll wait till I'm in my 60s. Rob, give me a score if an NBA team played with clear me up there. If an NBA team played a WNBA player, all right, clarify. NBA team is playing with a woman, or the NBA team is playing against the women. So help me out there. You got to clarify that. If an NBA team played a WNBA team, they could probably hold WNBA team to less than 50. Yeah, and they could probably score 200 to 50. That's what I'll say. They could jump over them. I mean, come on. Think about it. Number one, if they wanted to block them all night long, if they're shooting threes, you could block them. And especially, that's just my opinion. I don't think WNBA. Look, if a G League team played an NBA team, they wouldn't beat them either. And G League would beat WNBA. Do you agree with me there? Think about it. A G League team like the 87s. I mean, the 87s. That was a team down in Delaware that was the 76ers. G League team. The shortest NBA point guard is almost as tall as an WNBA. Yeah, most of them. Now, when you start talking about Brittany Griner or whatever, when you start talking about her, she's, a little bit. She's great, but a whole lot taller, but she has no moves. There's no way she could go in and hang around with Anthony Davis, or no way. No way. Do you know anything about the next Duke coach? No, I do not. I've heard names. I told everybody earlier in the season he was leaving. Now I'm surprised he's coming back for one more year. I really am. He was going through the campus telling Coach K was going through the campus saying, "Thank you guys, thank you guys, thank you guys." Jon Scheyer, to me, I don't think he's the right choice. It's not going to be Grayson Allen. You can better believe it's not going to be Grayson Allen. Yeah, the women were pushing for the NBA same pay as NBA players, but that's went by the wayside, because I look at it this way: you got LeBron James over here making $46 million. Okay, for J.R. Reed. $46 million. And then the rest of the league, NBA, none of them's making that money. So, how are they going to decide who makes, LeBron James money and then who the hell's going to make the rest? That's garbage. So you got to go by your TV audience. You got to go by who is sponsoring you. All that makes a difference. If you don't have money behind you, it's not happening. J.R. Reed, no. J.R. Reed couldn't write his name. He was as bad as Ralph Sampson. Watched 5 minutes last night, Yawn Fest. I watched the end of it. And when LeBron walked off the court and wouldn't shake nobody's hand, that was funny. Guess what soccer team tied this week? I don't know. No WNBA. Yeah, not a big WNBA fan. I mean, let them play. I don't have a problem with that. But to even bring it up that they deserves the same amount of money is nuts. Don't forget, in a couple of weeks, it's about 4 weeks from now, we're going to start up and we're going to cover the Tour de France with you. If my man will be here every day, I'll be here every day at the Tour de France. It's a draw, not a tie. Tell him, Alan. So, Tour de France, we will be here with you on a daily basis. Alan Shaw has already picked his team for the Ryder Cup, Bleacher Bums Gaming, and let me give you the matchups we have for the Ryder Cup. Okay, we're going to do it on StreamYard, and Alan can tell you we're going to play inside the cup golf, and it's nil, not zero. I hate the word nil. So this is the international squad, okay? This is the international squad. Friday morning, John Rahm and Justin Rose against Chez Reavie, Xander Schauffele. We got Tommy Fleetwood, Henrik Stenson against Dustin Johnson and Matt Kuchar. Francesco Molinari, Danny Willett versus DeChambeau and Justin Thomas. Then McIlroy and Terrell Hatton against Brooks Koepka and Daniel Berger. That's in morning matches. It's going to be best balls. We're going to play it all the way across the board. Friday afternoon, we got Rose and Rahm against Bubba Watson and Matt Kuchar. Fleetwood and Stenson again against Jason Kokrak and Patrick Cantlay. Paul Casey, Francesco Molinari against DeChambeau and Justin Thomas. And we got McIlroy and Garcia against Koepka and Gary Woodland. That will be Friday. Has anybody got word on how Keith's doing? Keith Avalon. I have not heard anything in a little over a week. So, yeah, you guys, if somebody's heard something, you can definitely say something. Rose and Rahm against Dustin Johnson, Chez Reavie, Straka and Molinari. Keith has cancer. It is help me out, Keith White, because I gave it to wrong. It's he has shit. Prostate cancer. Yeah, prostate cancer. Yeah. But he's very, he was on his channel and announced it couple weeks ago. He's very, very positive about things. He really is. Straka, Molinari, Berger, Woodland, Fleetwood, Lowry, Shane Lowry, Watson and Justin Thomas, McElroy, Hatton, Koepka and Cantlay, and then Rosen, Rahm, Reavie and Cantlay. It will. Fleetwood, Stenson, Berger and Johnson, Molinari, Willett, Koepka and Woodland, McElroy, Garcia, Justin Thomas, and Bubba Watson. And then we'll have our singles on Sunday as well. So thinking about going to play golf today. Going to kind of dress. I'm thinking about going dressing the part of Ryder Cup. I'm thinking about it. I don't know. I've got a couple of USA hats, and I definitely have a golf shirt that, I mean, I swear it looks like it's been taken away from the Ryder Cup and all. And I definitely wear shorts if I'm going to play golf today, because it's like 81 or 82 out there today. And yoga pants now. Played last weekend. It was a marginal outing at best. I'm hoping to break 84. If I break 84 every time I go out and play, I'm pretty happy. Play 18 holes. I generally in 18 holes get 3 birdies. Generally will. Last time I played, it's been about 3 weeks ago, and on the par 3, it's a 185 par 3. I actually hit my driver off the deck, and it bounced up and actually hit the pin. And when it hit the pin, it actually shook the damn flag, and it rolled off the green. I got a par, but man, if it would have stayed close anyway, I at least got a birdie out of it. No, when it hit it, it was rolling too fast. Something like that, pretty close to that anyway. Most time about 13, about 13. I hit a hole in one every time in 18 holes. Yeah, my longest drive, I had it measured out. It wasn't the last time I played, the time before that. And that's been the longest drive I've hit, oh my God, since before I got married. So I got married when I was 42. So probably 40, 41. I hit one maybe longer than this, but I hit one 319 the last time. It was only a 360-yard hole. So all I had was a sand wedge to the green. But it was playing uphill a little bit. 319 was, I mean, that's a bomb, but I'm generally right around 250, 240, something like that. Tweak it, but you know what? That just shows that you take pride in it, man. Anytime you tweak on stuff, people tell you that all the time. Short story, she was screaming. Yeah. All right, did you guys you guys heard about my bank story, right? Went in the bank, right? This has been about a week ago. Went into the bank, and this guy comes in, and he takes his mask off, and he pulls a knife about this long, and he's got a lady beside him, and he's got her by the hair, and puts a knife to her neck, and it says, "Ma'am, I want all your money." And she hands a pocketbook, sets it down. Said, and he looked at her and says, "What's your name?" She said, "My name's Adelaide." He pulls a knife back. He looks at her and said, "Ma'am, my grandma was named Adelaide." He opens the door and lets her out of the bank. He comes over to me, grabs money by the hair, puts a knife to my neck. He said, "What's your name?" I said, "My name's Rob, but I like to be called Adelaide." Oh, me. All right. Let's see. Oh, man. COVID, the only time you can walk into a bank with a mask on and no one says anything. Yeah, yeah. My mom wanted a girl. Says Alan. Oh man. Oh man. I got one more. Okay. All right. Big farm. Big farm in Kentucky. Right. And here comes this politician. He'd been walking through the area there, and he just was out of it. He got together, and it was this Jewish guy, all right, and also got together with someone from India, all right, and they all come to the door. They all come to the door, and they said, "Do you mind us staying in your barn tonight?" And the people out there in the farm said, "Of course not." So they went out there and lay down in the barn. And the guy from India gets up real quick, and he notices there's a cow in there. He walks to the door and says, "Ma'am, do you mind if I come in and sleep in the house tonight? Our religion, we do not mess around with cows." She said, "Of course. Come in here and lay down on the floor." She goes back to bed. About 5 minutes later, knock on the door. Here comes a Jewish guy. Said, "Ma'am, you got a pig out there." And, we're, 2 knocks on the door. Pig and a cow at the door. And they're saying, we got this damn politician out there. Can we come? Oh, all right. That's enough. That's enough. All right. Yeah, COVID. The only time you can wear a mask into a bank, right? Yeah. You know what? I'm glad I got my mask from my wife before she took off. I'm glad I did do that. Here's my Virginia mask. My Virginia mask. You're a piss your pants funny. That's Virginia. That's Virginia. Oh, sure, you can see my toaster oven. I bought a toaster oven yesterday. And only local. It's only going local on Facebook Marketplace, so you can look at my toaster oven. Was he a Democrat? Yeah, he was a Democrat too, Todd. He was looking for your vote. Yeah, I just bought this yesterday. It was don't give up my day job. Okay. How clean that damn thing looks. Pay $5 for the damn thing. What the hell with it? What is it? Beach, Myrtle Beach, or whatever they call it. Hamilton Beach, Myrtle Beach. What's up, Darius? Yeah, it's Hamilton Beach. That's pretty good. Oh yeah, man, you can toast a sandwich in there. There's a lot of things you can do. It's pretty handy. I looked it up, and I think brand new is like $60. So 7 p.m. show, yeah. Red Fox and all those dummies, those big dummies. I've got a bunch of soccer jerseys. Got a bunch of soccer. I got a Philly Union soccer jersey, small size, but I do have one. It's pretty cool looking too. No name on the back of it. I've got a Uganda. I got a Uganda country jersey from FIFA. Saw a UFO shaped like a toaster one time. Yeah. Lakers are 14-1. Go ask him, and next time you go to the house, do you have it in a size 2? That's I've got AD jersey. I got Anthony Davis Pelicans jersey. I do have that. That's a large. That's a large size. Flying toaster oven. Yeah, it was a UFO. Looked like a flying toaster oven. Pretty damn cool. Pretty damn cool. Yeah. Bleacher Bums wasn't here earlier. Hot seat. The hot seat's in New York right now. Aaron Boone. Aaron Boone. 2 reports out of New York. One yesterday, one today. The Steinbrenners are not happy with him right now. He has even come and suggested a trade. He's talking about we need to trade Gleyber Torres. Gleyber Torres. If he goes, I know they want Trevor Story. Trevor Story's no good to you right now. He is on the injured list. He's hurt. But can they get Trevor Story? Can they extend him a contract for 4 years, 5 years? I don't know. But it sure looks like Aaron Boone won't be there by Christmas, by the All-Star break. LeBron, classless move last night after multiple classless moves. If you watched that game last night, it looked like a court full of trash dumps. It really did. Booker he runs for 27 first quarter points last night. 6 threes. 6 threes in the first quarter. At the end of the game, he walks out there and starts yapping his mouth. He gets kicked out of the game with 50 seconds left to go. Not only him, one of his other teammates get kicked out of the game with 50 seconds left to go. What happens after that? LeBron James decides, I'm not shaking anybody's hand. He walks the hell off. Classless moves across the board. Be a bunch of trash dumps. That's what happens. Rob, what are your thoughts on Duke naming John Shire the next coach? I don't like it. I don't think Shire is the guy. I personally would like to see I'd like to see somebody else, but not him. He walked off the floor in Cleveland during the playoffs. We're used to it. Yeah. Shire is just not my guy there. If you come up and told me some of the other names, throw out a few of the other guys at coach, and I'll tell you who I think I would prefer to have. Wojciechowski is not it. Wojciechowski is not it. But if you do care, a more experienced coach, of course, I would have liked to have seen them go with Tony Bennett and you should co-run with me, Rob. Have a good day. I'll run and start work. All right, Bleacher Bums, have a good one. Capel on that whole list right there is probably the best one. But yeah, Virginia's coach, to me, would fit Duke's program perfectly. He always has a great team in Virginia. Put him in Duke and say, all right, now keep at recruiting the way you've been doing. And we will always get the guys from that want to come to Duke. Mike Brey from Notre Dame is a little older. I would rather have a guy from Virginia. That's me. But if you want to give me ex coaches of Duke, give me Capel. Give me Capel. He's been through it. To me, he would make sense. If you want to go way out on a limb, Brad Stevens. Brad Stevens that just got the president's job and GM job at Boston. I would have loved to seen him come down to Chapel. I mean to Durham. Mahomes and Brady both want to be the first players to go 20-0 undefeated this season. I can promise you both of them won't do it. I can promise you both of them won't. I don't think neither one do it. Too many injuries. Too many injuries. Question for you guys. You can help me out if you want to. Do they only get one bye or do they get two byes this year with it being an 18-game schedule? 17-game schedule. Are they just still getting one bye or do they get two? Because if with teams that know how to play behind the bye, big time advantage if they do get two. They only get one. Okay. That's when you got to be fearful if you got to buy after week 5. And then you got to go from week 6 all the way the rest of the season. It's how it falls. I've noticed some of them have a week 13, week 14 bye. That could also be bad. You want a week 9 bye, week 10 bye, something like that. That's where you want it at. 3 preseason games is all it's going to be. 17 regular season games. The extra this year, if you're playing 9 road games this year, next year you'll get 9 home games. You'll get that. MLB All-Star ballot is open for voting right now. Wow. I had a rant. I had a rant going on 2 months ago, a month ago, about Mike Trout. Okay, and I love it when I turn it on to the Angels Network and they talk about, well, the greatest player on earth right now is the greatest. He's not the greatest player on earth. I can prove it. I can prove he's not the greatest player on earth right now. I can prove it to you. And if you want proof, I can prove to you that Mike Trout is not the greatest player on earth. Vote for Frank Lindor just for shits and giggles. Lindor's starting to play well, though. Lindor's starting to hit. Francisco Lindor. He's starting to hit. But I can prove to you that Trout is not the best player. And if you want to prove, go look up Albert Pujols' first 10 years in the league, first 12 years, whatever. Look up Trout's first 12 years. Eerie similar. Pujols is better. Batting average is 20 points difference. Pujols was better. Rob, who is your starting lineup for MLB players under the age of 28? Wow, man. How old's Walker Buehler? Buehler's a heck of a pitcher, man. He really is. Giolito has been one that's really. Who would your all-star lineup so far? Oh man, that's like no paper in front of me or nothing. That's real nice. Let's see. My catcher probably would be Real Muto. My first baseman would run. Oh, Ronald Acuna Jr. is there. Yes. Right now, I'm not sure Ronald Acuna Jr. is not MVP of the National League. Buehler is 26. Okay. Buehler would be my starting pitcher, probably for the National League. Even though I know we've got so many others. There's so many others that are really, really good. Scherzer's been he's gotten hit around a little bit. Tatis. Yes, Tatis is very good. Acuna right now is my MVP. Freeman's playing well. He would play at first, I guess. Vlad Guerrero. I've been seeing him hit the ball really well, too. The league leader's, 17 home runs? Any White Sox, their shortstop, what's he hitting this year? Who's the shortstop right now? I mean, not who's the shortstop. What's their shortstop hitting? He's the guy on the front of the 2021 The Show, and he was AL MVP last year. Do you think it would be suspicious if I walked in the bank with a ski mask on? Not so much suspicious. You look more suspicious if you didn't have a bank book with you. What's the guy's name? I can't think of the short. I think he's the shortstop for the White Sox. Tim, help me out. I just don't know what he's batting this year. Shortstop for the White Sox. Tim Anderson, yeah. He was MVP last year, right? What's he hitting this year? Tim Anderson, 21 stats. Let's see what he's hitting. I can tell you right now what he's doing. 6 home runs, 53 hits, batting .296. So he's not killing it. He's not killing it like last year. So he's playing okay. What's up, Walrus? What's up, Todd? Yeah, that's right, Todd. Make sure you bring everything like that, right? That's it. Yeah, last year he batted .322. He got 10 home runs and just a few more plate appearances. And right now he's got 6. Yeah, he's not hitting the ball as hard as last year. Got more stolen bases. Who is ALCS and NLCS at this point of time in the season? Well, American League right now, I think the best team in the American League right now is probably the Rays. I like the Rays a lot. The Blue Jays they're underperforming, and so are the Yankees. The Yankees, they're going to have a new manager come the All-Star break. I really think it. I like the A's. I like the A's. I like the Rays. I think they're the 2 best teams in the American League. My Red Sox, they're playing well, yes. When they pull the mask off their face and they realize, okay, they are not the real deal, they'll start coming back to earth. Luis Robert has been injured most of the season so far. Will you be watching the USFL? I will not be. Nationally, I tell you, I told everybody all along I didn't like the Padres. I still don't like the Padres. I don't think the Padres are that good. I think the Padres have some work to do. I still think the Dodgers are going to be the best team in the National League. You give them 162 games, the cream will rise to the top. I like the Dodgers. The Central Division, the Reds, the Cardinals, the Cubs right now, they're all just taking turns beating the hell out of each other. Who knows how that's going to happen? Over in the East, well, the Phillies have got to get starting pitching and relief pitching. They got to get some pitching, but they're not scoring either, and there are a lot of injuries. I think Scherzer could be dealt very soon. We'll see. But I think you gotta like your Braves in that division. I think the Braves are the class of that division. What trades do NL teams need to make to catch the Dodgers? Nobody's catching the Dodgers. One trade will not do it. I don't think one trade does it. Julio Jones may end up going to the Lions too. They've got a stack of first round picks. I've heard that they've been offered a 1 and a 2. They've been offered a 1 by about 7 teams, but a couple of teams have offered more, like a 1 and a 3, a 1 and a 4. I understand it's probably going to take a 1 and a 3 at worst to get Julio Jones. I think a team like Detroit will get him. Anywhere but Tampa Bay is fine. Tampa doesn't have a draft picks. They don't have a draft picks. The Browns don't have a draft picks. They would look good with Jones, especially if it depends on if the other guy, the clown, leaves. I can't think of his damn name. But if he ends up leaving, the ex-Giant, it would look good for Jones to be there. But who knows what's going to happen with the Browns. The Browns, they're still too much of a circus for me to take them serious. Not Baker Mayfield. I'm talking about the wide receiver. Mayfield's he's a clown too. But I'm talking OBJ. OBJ. Yeah. I saw where Stephen Smith stormed off the set. Let's hope he never comes back. Yeah, let's do hope that. Let's do hope that Stephen A. Smith doesn't have a GPS up his ass and can't find his way back. That'd be sweet. He's a trash dump too. He's a real piece of work. I'm telling you, as far as it goes, he is nothing but a bona fide scrub. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? You're going to talk about, what was that guy that played for the Wizards? He came out this week and was talking about, oh, shit. He was a guy that played, he was a guy that played center. He couldn't walk straight. He was terrible. He's a bona fide scrub. What the hell was his name? Kwame Brown. Are you kidding me? Kwame Brown? Kwame Brown, you could walk by him in a Kroger, and all you would say is that is one big black man. He is not a basketball player, folks. You give the man a piece of chewing gum, and he will be lost because he can't chew chewing gum and play ball at the same time. Kwame Brown, are you kidding me? He went on a rant about Kwame Brown, and I'm like, look, I know Kwame Brown was not a great player, but come on now, the dude was in the NBA making money. How many trash dumping a week candidates so far? There's a few now. There's a few. LeBron for walking off yesterday. That was gold. Everybody out here shaking hands and shaking hands and shaking hands, and he takes off. Devin Booker, trash dump move he did too. Look, I'm not a LeBron fan, but come on. When you got the fork in him, you don't stick a knife in the heart too. He was, we don't need that bullshit. We don't need it. You have got him beat. Act like you got some class. He's acting like he's never won in his life, okay? When you win something, act like you've been there. Act like you've been there. This is another one. It just gripes the hell out of me. You go to a casino and somebody wins $40 and they scream to the high heavens like they just won $10,000 and they won $40 on a damn machine. Cool your jets. That's fine. We're all sitting in there having a good time. Act like you've done it before. Act like it's happened before, even if it hasn't. Act like, you just won $800. Yeah, all right. Something like that's fine. But don't get up and start screaming and showing your ass off. That's stupid. Kyrie Irving, he's another piece of trash. Kyrie Irving, I don't know how he's got friends, right? Because anybody that he's ever played for in the past or ever had as a friend doesn't like him now. So that limits what you can do in the future if you do stuff like that. Why do you do it, you big dummy? My top 4 AL teams so far: Rays, White Sox, Red Sox, and Astros. I actually like it. I actually like the A's right now. I like where the A's are sitting. I like the Rays the best, but I like the A's second best. White Sox got issues. White Sox have some issues. They don't have a tough division to play in. Not really. Indians, Twins, they've all got problems too. But I think the White Sox have issues. The Red Sox, their pitching is playing out. I mean, Nick Pavetta's 6-1, 7-1. If you'd have told the Phillies that, I mean, that's where he come from. I mean, he's thrown 98, 99 consistently this year. He didn't do that in Philly. Astros, yeah, I don't have a problem with them being in the top four at all because they really are playing well. It's going to come down to the A's and Astros out west. I just think the A's are a better team right now. I really do. The A's have a lot of offense, and their bullpen's not bad. Their bullpen's not bad. Top four in the NL, Padres, Dodgers, Giants, Cubs. Giants will come back to earth. Giants will come back to earth, and so will the Cubs. I think the Dodgers are the overall best team out there. I think they're probably as good as the Rays or better. They're going to come out of their funk. They will do it. Padres, they just about got swept the other day. They at home. So yeah, they are having their problems. Giants, they're playing out of their mind great right now. It won't keep up. They just their roster is not. What type of trades might we see? Well, you're going to see Colorado unload. They're going to get rid of Story. They're going to get rid of the Beard. The Phillies could use him, Blackmon, Charlie Blackmon. He's a heck of a player. He's a real good player. Madison Bumgarner in Arizona, he can become available. I was talking earlier in the season to Keith about it. We think that he might be a perfect fit in Philly. They can use a left-handed starter too. Right now, they only have. Let's see, they don't have any. They don't have any left-handed starter right now. So they could use a left-handed starter. The Phillies could to go along with Wheeler, Eflin, and their ace, if you want to call him their ace. He's definitely not pitching like an ace this year. This year, the Wheeler looks like the ace of the staff. But Bumgarner would definitely be an upgrade. He definitely would be a big upgrade. We'll see what happens with that. The Dodgers may be looking to trade some of their stuff. Do the Phillies have to make a move now to be a buyer later? I don't know. They're within five. If you're within 5 games at the All-Star break, you still can be a buyer. The Phillies are looking to spend some money this year. I think they get to their vice president has always been known to make moves, but he doesn't like to make just one. He likes to make 2 and 3 and release them all at the same time. Like, okay, we just picked up a pitcher, we just picked up an outfielder, we just picked up whatever. How many managers will be fired this season? Oh, boy. Some of them don't deserve to be. The Rockies, they don't deserve to fire their manager because they're unloading everything. Does the Padres manager get fired if they don't make the playoffs this year? I say they're not going to make the playoffs. That's just me. I think they are underachievers. We will see. Who else? Of course, Boone. I think Boone's going to be the first one to get fired. I really do. I think Aaron Boone is going to be getting fired pretty darn soon. Pirates, do you fire your manager? Orioles, do you fire your manager? I mean, you got bona fide AAA teams there. That's it. You got a AAA team in Baltimore. You got a AAA team in Pittsburgh. Is it fair to fire your manager? I don't think so, but that doesn't stop teams from doing it. Twins manager could get fired. Yes, they're supposed to be up top right now. They're supposed to be with the White Sox playing side by side. They're not, and they're not. I don't know if they even have a way to dig and get the water out of the boat. It probably would be good if the Twins got rid of him right now. Got rid of their manager. How much longer before Jim Boeheim retires? Jim Boeheim will not retire. He will stay now. I'll tell you why. Jim Boeheim is just behind Coach K in wins. He'll take over the all-time lead in the wins department. Then he'll probably retire. That's what I think. Cardinals guy got an extension, didn't he? Arenado? You talking about Arenado? Oh, you talking about the manager? You talking about the manager for the Cardinals? I don't know. I know in Chicago right now they're not at all happy with Tony La Russa. They are not. La Russa, he has stepped on a lot of toes already. You know, calling team meetings at 10 o'clock in the morning and having a ball game at 7 o'clock at night. That's not stuff they do much anymore. That's old school shit. You know, I'm getting your ass out of the bed. You're going to get dressed. You're coming to the ballpark. We're going to have a 10 o'clock meeting. The meeting may last 15 minutes, and then you can take your ass back. That don't hit well. That don't hit well with players. I got a feeling La Russa may be gone before the year's out too, depending on their performance. If they play out of their mind well, you can't get rid of it. But you know, that's the same way I said last year about the Tampa Bay Buccaneers head coach. At first, he and Tom Brady were butting heads. They were just butting heads. And I told you guys, if he doesn't get on the same page with Tom Brady and pretty damn soon, he's going to get fired. He eventually left play calling up to other people, let Brady do a lot of his own stuff, improvise, and then the next thing you know, them two are now best friends. Bruce Arians. I still think Bruce Arians is a piece of crap. I've always said that. I don't think he's much of a coach. But come on. Does anybody remember Pat Riley? Pat Riley with the Lakers in the 80s? A monkey could have coached that team. You could have put a monkey in that chair, and that'd have been fine because they had the best damn team across the board. That's the same thing in Tampa. Okay, if you want to replace Bruce Arians, okay, and put in what's that damn Curious George? You don't put Curious George now. You're fine. You're fine. You can save a little money, buy a few peanuts or whatever the hell you got to do for the monkey, but you're going to be fine. Bruce Arians is not much of a coach. For the Dodgers, Pujols is batting .225, 3 home runs, 10 RBIs. I've noticed he's hitting the ball at the park now. He's going to hit 700 home runs and then retire. That's what I think. And then it'll be, 4 guys on this 700 club? That's pretty damn good. Pretty good. I've got to get the numbers up for Pujols and for Trout. I think Nelson Cruz should get traded. Nelson Cruz could get traded. And probably stays in the American League. Why did the White Sox jettison Renteria? I don't know that situation with the White Sox too much. Nelson Cruz could definitely help a team. He could help the A's. 700 club Pat Robertson. No. But a team like Boston would love to have Nelson Cruz. First 12 years for Trout and Pujols. All right. It's close. The thing of it is, Trout hit about 305. Pujols batted about 325. Okay? Trout didn't have as many home runs as Pujols did. He didn't. And Trout now, even this season now, he's out for 2 months. Pujols didn't have these long spurts, albeit, did he go on 15-day DL? Yes. Yes, he did. Of course he did. But he didn't have these spurts of going on a 60-day DL. We're going to see what happens. I talk to people all the time. I still have people tell me that Trout's going to pass Bonds. I don't think it happens. Look at how many home runs Trout has right now. Then look at what he has to average to pass. Well, let's look at, first off, somebody throw up how many Barry Bonds has. Shoot up how many home runs he's got. Mike Trout home runs career. 310. Okay, I'll write the I will type it in there. 310 for Trout. All right. Barry Bonds all-time home runs. All right. That's 450, guys. That's 450. Okay? And Trout's not even near 450 yet. So for him to get halfway, all right, it might have been his first 10 years. But all right, go first 12 years if you want to. 381 home runs. Now do Trout's home runs, first 12 years. However many years that Trout's played, pick that up with that's Albert Bale. Albert Pujols, not Bale. Albert Pujols. Yeah, Albert Pujols. I noticed Albert Bale up. I was like, oh, okay. Let's see. First off, let me cut that in half. To be half of Bonds is 381. Trout's not there yet. And Trout's what, 31 years old, 32? How old is Mike Trout? Okay, he's 29. In August, he'll be 30. Okay, in August, he will be 30. Then, all right, let's say he plays till he's 40. Will Vlad Jr. be better than Prince Fielder? Yeah. Let me ask you this. Was Prince Fielder better than his dad? Who was better, Prince Fielder or his dad? Prince Fielder or who do you guys think was a better ball player? Doesn't matter about his weight as far as Cecil, better or fat, whatever. Cecil Fielder or Prince? Cecil Fielder had a lot of big home runs, man, in his career. I think Cecil was better too. Yeah. And I think he had more power. Remember that time he hit that ball out of Detroit? I mean, he knocked that son of a bitch to orbit. And they said, we think it may have went 500 feet. I'm thinking, what? It might have went 500 feet? The damn fence is way down here. He's done cleared a damn roof, right? He's done knocked this son of a bitch out of a roof. 3 or 4 decks high, and the damn fence is right here, and that's 350. We think it went 500. I'm thinking to myself, hell, man, that thing dropped. It landed in the road. It landed in the damn street somewhere, 500 feet. Yeah, that's so much garbage. Because, and I don't know how they measure this stuff, okay? But all you got to do is to watch it on TV, okay? And you see where the roof of a place is, right? And if you had a shotgun, a number 4 shot, you couldn't even get that high and shoot a bird off his son of a bitch. You couldn't shoot a shotgun that damn high. And this dude hits a damn baseball over the son of a bitch. Well, yeah, Brady Anderson was a one-time. He was a one-time wonder. Yeah. Brady Anderson and Barry Bonds are a lot alike. Before the steroids popped in, neither one of them couldn't hit their way out of a wet paper bag. Brady Anderson, look at his numbers. Anybody that thinks for a second that Brady Anderson wasn't on steroids out of their mind. And all you got to do is look at a picture of Barry Bonds. Okay? That's all you got to do. Look at a picture of Barry Bonds 1989 and then 1999. Right? If you had a damn needle and you put it in the side of his face would blow up. It would explode. Luis Gonzalez. Yeah, Luis Gonzalez, so the thing is, he didn't pumpkin up like these two guys did. I mean, Brady Anderson got to the point, he was stealing 30 bases a year. He got to the point he couldn't even run. You know, yeah, Ryan Howard was just a big dude. I don't know how much he did. He was a big guy. He was just a big guy, Ryan Howard. I don't know. And this was kind of after the time. Ryan Howard came along after the 2000s. But some of these guys, all you got to do is go look at the numbers. Oh, it was the baseball. No. No. Baseball bullshit. Now, Adam Dunn was after that time too. we're talking about guys in the 90s that was, I mean, little bony jabronis. You know, look like little sticks of wood, and they're getting up there hitting hitting them 500 feet. Canseco was a big dude all along, and so was McGwire. McGwire just got bigger and bigger. He was always a big guy, though. But let me show you a picture of Barry Bonds. Barry Bonds' 1989 picture. All right. Now look right here, right? This is him. Now look, you can see his head is decent size. What's up, Arnold Hunter? But my man's got a neck, and it's not a damn. He does not have. I mean, he's not Ryan Newman with no neck. This dude has a neck, and it goes down to a body, right? I mean, proportioned pretty damn well. Looks like an athlete. Now, Barry Bonds' 2000 photo. Now, look at that. Look at that. If it weren't for his chin, he wouldn't have no head. He'd look like one of them damn what's them little yellow things? No, Bonds was a rookie in 87, 88, something like that. But look at that. You remember the neck we just saw on that dude? Remember? This is the same guy. That's the same guy, right? Look at his neck. Look at his neck. Now, hold on now. Now, right here, are you kidding me? Look at that. His neck went from choking size to the side of a damn piece of beef. That damn break. Oh, yeah, Sosa got bigger too. No doubt about it. No doubt about it. All right. Oh, okay. How about this? How about in the minor leagues? Little bony jabroni. Now, I realize you fill out as you get older. No doubt about it. Walrus. We're talking about right now, we're talking about Barry Bonds becoming a balloon when he stuck air in his ass. Oh, yeah. You want to look at Sosa now? Current photos, Sammy Sosa. Look at this shit. Hey, damn. Look at that. That's Sammy Sosa now, guys. Look at that. That is Sammy Sosa. Now, what the hell has he been doing to his damn self? That's him 15 years ago. Now, all right. Now, did somebody else notice something about him that I don't notice? Now, hold on. Put him next to me. All right. This is a white man, and this is not a white man. Now, hold on for a damn second. All right. Who is whiter here? I've done nothing to myself in the last 2 minutes. This guy, he almost disappears on the damn picture right there. Look at that. What in the hell? What the hell did he do? But it had to be the same. It looked like the same shit that Michael Jackson did to himself, and next thing you know, he was gone. I mean, come on, look at this one now. Oh my God. Look, he looks like he's slow. He looks like somebody needs to come help him, climb the steps or something. Look at him. His eyes look like he's out there. That damn hat. He does. He looks like he'd be roaming the streets and somebody have to give him a dime. I mean, no shit. Look at him. His eyes look like they caked out and shit. I mean, yeah. Ricky. I can't play that his music. He'll be to tap me again. Oh man. He has a doobie phone. I don't know what the hell he's got going on. Come on. My goodness. I didn't realize that. I just looked at some of his pictures here. All right, look at this one now. Oh, come on. Now, you got to add the feathers to it, right? You got to add the feathers to it, right? Or whatever the hell he's wearing. Oh, my God. Look at that shit. What? He's either ready to join a wrestling. He's ready to either become a wrestler or I don't know. Man, oh man, where's his boyfriend at? I mean, come on. Look at that shit. I mean, you don't wear a jacket like that unless you're trying to come out. Yeah. Yeah, oh yeah, Bruce Jenner looks a little different now too. Yeah, maybe they trying to get together. Him and whatever name is. Whitney Jenner or whatever the hell. Can you imagine? his Hall of Fame speech. We would have Sammy Sosa here today, but we can't find him. Oh, that's me. That's me. That's me. That's me. Yeah. Lord have mercy. What the hell? I mean, come on. Looks like right he's ready to break into a rap. Look at him. Look at him. He wants to get together with Rey Mysterio Jr. He wants to be a wrestler. Who's your current MLB playoff field? I like the Dodgers. I like your Braves. I like. Oh man, who else do I like? Cardinals. Maybe the Mets. We'll see. Syndergaard's out for a while too. We just heard about that. Syndergaard is out, so that might be problems. American League. I like your Rays. I like your A's. You gotta like the White Sox. I don't give a damn if they are tripping over their own self right now. Gotta like them and Astros. Yankees got some work to do. Yankees had to go into a meeting, says Allen. Yeah, I'm just about ready to take off myself. This is crazy though. I did not realize Sammy Sosa had changed his look. I mean, come on, dude. Yeah. Lucy. You got some explaining to do, Lucy. We will start up the Ryder Cup here pretty soon. Y'all have a great rest of your day. I may even go out here and hit the links a little bit and go hit some golf balls. If I do, what's he done? We were showing pictures. We were showing pictures of Sammy Soto. Sammy Sosa. Sammy Soto. There's Sammy Sosa. Looks like 1953. Babaloo. He's turned white, Alan. Babaloo. Lucy. I know it's mean. That is real mean. Go in here. I actually got some eBay stuff I got to mail out today. Some Abercrombie and Fitch shirts. So I got to go find them. Lay them out a little bit, maybe put a little iron to them, and then send them out to. They going to California, so heading out to California. Hope you get them by Tuesday, and then I may go hit some golf balls around a little bit. I hope I hit them straight, not in a circle. Till I see you again, my name's Rob. Hope you all have a great rest of your day. God bless. Be good. And don't forget, I'm bacheloring all weekend, so I could be on here anytime. So don't be surprised to see me on here 4 in the morning, 8 in the morning, noon, 4 in the afternoon, whenever. But, yeah, you may see me on here, son. Have a good one. God bless. We'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.